I'm Madison Lyonhart.
And I'm Jonathan Lyonhart.
And we will be co-teaching race, gender, and evangelicalism this fall.
For me, this class is about listening. It's sitting down and entering into the texts and stories of people who have radically different experiences than myself when it comes to living in America, when it comes to the church, when it comes to just basic everyday things that I take for granted.
There are big questions being asked right now regarding race and gender within our culture. And if we as the church are not wrestling through these questions as well, then we are becoming irrelevant. We want to approach this class in a way that listens to the voices of people that are marginalized and be guided by them, and to listen and to hear how we might better approach these conversations and better minister to those around us and offer grace. And be offered grace by them for how perhaps we as the church, we as individuals, and we as Christians have perhaps mishandled these conversations in the past.
Obviously, these subjects are everywhere right now, and I think as Christians, if we don't have spaces in our academic settings to discuss these at a rigorous level that's theologically aware of church history, aware of biblical stances on this sort of thing, we're going to turn to YouTube videos or Fox News or CNN and allow those to be our guiding light for these questions when there's such a broader, richer history and tradition and discussion that Christians are having that we should be entering into and participating in, and that should be informing our pastors and our churches and our communities and our stances on these things.
We tend to think that it's just the culture that frames these conversations, but actually historically, a lot of times, the starting point for this conversation has been Christians. And when we don't understand and know our history, then we don't understand that actually Christians have a lot to say in these conversations, and a lot of really good things to say that start from Scripture, that start from Jesus. And it was Jesus that started to sit with the marginalized and say, hey, come, I want to hear your story, and I want to offer you grace, I want to offer you freedom, and I want to offer you a voice.